Ladies and gentlemen, could I ask that you please stand for the arrival of their Excellencies, Governor General of the Commonwealth of Australia, General the Honourable Sir Peter Cosgrove and Lady Cosgrove. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. We'd also like to acknowledge the President, Ronald, the presence of the Deputy Commissioner of the Australian Federal Police, Deputy Commissioner Neil Gagan, Australian Border Force, Commander James Coleman, the Commander of the New South Wales Police Academy, Chief Superintendent Rod Smith, the Commander of the Monaro Queanbeyan Area Command, Superintendent Paul Condon, the Patron of Defence Force Rugby, Vice Admiral Ray Griggs, the Chairman of Defence Force Rugby, Rear Admiral Michael Rothwell, the Commandant of the Royal Military College, Brigadier Rupert Hoskin, and the President of the ACTRU, former Wallaby and ADF rugby player, Brigadier Robert Brown. Gentlemen, the teams for the day for the Australian Police Rugby Union at number 15, Josh Munro from the AFP, number 14, Ben Pearson from Queensland Police, number 11, Geordie Reid from Australian Federal Police, number 12 and Captain Andy McCullough from Australian Federal Police, number 13, Dathan Dean from Queensland Police, number 10, Dan Drew from New South Wales Police, number 9, Tyson Pickavance from Australian Federal Police, number 1, Glenn Pritchard from New South Wales Police, number 2, Joel Rivers, Australian Federal Police, number 3, James Smith from Queensland Police, number 4, Cameron Trelaw from New South Wales Police, number 5, Mitchell Cornwall from New South Wales, number 6, Adam Powell from New South Wales, number 7, Mitchell Gregg from Australian Federal Police, number 8, Johnny Smith from New South Wales, number 16, Chris Mayer, New South Wales, number 17, Zach Gerron from Australian Federal Police, number 18, Matt Seeger, Queensland Police, New South Wales, number 23, Dan Hartley from New South Wales, Australian Police team is coached by Jason Jordan. The one up in the Australian Defence Rugby Union is number 15, Zach Holloway from Corley, number 14, Simeone Corley from Lakalaugu, 6 area, number 13, Johnson Negadokina from IMC Gunthrough, number 12, Sumarali Banov from HMS Ballarat, number 11, Alex Situ from School of Artillery, number 10, Sean Reid from 6 area, number 9, Paula Galloway from Warren Close Health Battalion, number 1, Solomon Ricketts, 3 CSR, number 3, Pitri Burney from 33 Squadron, number 2, Alex Wilson from HMAS Ballarat, number 4, Isaac Denis from Blowers, number 5, David Salter, number 6, Siaka King, number 7, Blake Curran, number 8, and Captain Nick McPherson. Substitutes are number 16, Apansa Matalao, number 17, William Halafuria, number 18, Jack Kent, number 19, Justin McGarrity, number 20, Adam Maxwell, number 21, Mitchell Culloch, 22, Jackson Kale, 23, Clark Chancellor, and the ADF rugby team is coached by Sergeants Brian Hudson and Sean Wood. The referee today is Major Chris Iodice, assistant referees is Lieutenant Graham Willett and Major Matt Huggins. Ladies and gentlemen, please show your support and be upstanding for the national anthems. Please be seated.
Good afternoon and welcome to Portsea Oval, home of RMC Duntroon here in Canberra, the nation's capital. It's the 2018 Major General Ronald Gray Cup between the Australian Defence Force and the Australian Police. I'm Russ Gibbs, your commentator for this afternoon. Joining me is able seaman Tom Bailey from the Navy. Tom, welcome to Canberra. Nice cold day for it.
Yeah, very cold. I think it's just started snowing by the looks of things, but we'll see how it goes.
Definitely feels that way, doesn't it? It feels like there's a little bit of sprinkling of snow in the air.
Yeah, it's definitely brought in the weather, the sun's shining through the clouds now, so looking forward to it.
We'll have a look at the two teams before we go into the game in a bit more detail, starting with the Australian Defence Force. Their front row, Solomon Ricketts, Petrie Burney, Alex Wilson. The second row, Isaac Denise Blowers and David Salter. Back row, Sayaka King, Blake Curran and skipper Nick McPherson. Behind the scrum, Carl Galloway and Sean O'Brien will get the back line moving. Out wide, Alex Setu and Simeone Korfe Vunawakalevu on the wing. Zach Holliday at fullback. The centre pairing of Sumayali Nanai and Tyson Endicott Power. Mix of Army, Navy and Air Force there. You know them quite well, Tom.
Yeah, I do. We've been together for a week now, just in camp, and really had a good lead up to this. We had a hit out against Brothers in Queensland earlier last week, and really enjoyed that. We got away with a win, so it's been a good prep for this game against the Police.
Australian Police front row, Glenn Pritchard, Joel Rivers, James Smith. Second row, Cameron Trelaw and Mitch Cornwall. Their back row, Adam Powell, Mitch Gregg and Johnny Smith. The halfback pairing of Tyson Pickervance and Dan Drew. Andy McCullough, the captain, and Geordie Reid in the centre. Nathan Deem and Ben Pearson wide. Josh Munro at fullback. It is the Australian Police in the blue and what do you call it, green and yellow maybe, kicked us off, and the Defence Force in the blue running to our right in the first half. Early possession for them. What's the key to winning this game today, Tom?
I think based on the weather and the wind, it's going to be a close forwards game, bit of a forward battle, keeping the ball in close and punching through those holes.
First touch of the afternoon for O'Brien. Forwards there in numbers, and it's the winger Korfe Vunawakalevu, taken on by Holiday. Expecting the Army to be, the Defence Force rather, to be the favourites for this one, having won the last two matches in the series. And they're certainly starting on the front foot. Galloway going to feed the back line. And the first penalty of the afternoon blown by referee Chris Ardice from the Army, assisted by Graham Billett from the Navy and Matt Huggins from the Army. Solid start by the Defence Force.
Yeah, the boys are looking good, sticking to their pattern and punching up the field. I think we just got to get a bit more depth from our forwards, and yeah, we're looking strong.
Galloway will kick as far as he can. This wind blustering around Portsea Oval is going to make it difficult for the kickers today, isn't it? And he's not found touch. The first chance of the afternoon for Pearson to take some possession. That's going to be the story of the afternoon, isn't it? The kicking, it's going to have to be flat and hard rather than floated.
Yeah, the kicking game's going to be very important if there is any. I'll be sticking it close in the forwards and keeping that going.
Defence Force pinged for offside as well. You can probably see the what would you call it, almost like sleet, I guess it is, blowing from left to right. It's not going to make for a pleasant afternoon.
Yeah, and the wind's definitely picking up.
From your point of view, Tom, as well, you'd love to be out there. What happened to you, my friend?
Yeah, I actually fractured one of my ribs just before coming on this camp, and yeah, came on camp just for the experience and to try and get a shot at playing, but the ribs just haven't healed in time for the game. So
that wasn't giving Quade Cooper a hit in the Brothers match, was it?
No, it wasn't. He actually played for South.
South, yeah.
Yeah, we played an opposed session against them for the training session, which was really good. Great experience. Good to see them playing some footy.
Well, the line out is won by Trelaw. First chance for the backs to get involved. McCullough, the captain, takes it up. As the rain sleets into our face as we're watching this one. Ball's lost forward, and a chance perhaps on the counter for Defence Force. Picked up by Holiday. Takes it into contact. Galloway's there. He'll come to this near side, and here's a chance for Korfe Vunawakalevu, the Fijian. Good tackle, brings him down just shy of the 10-metre line. More possession again. Wilson takes it on the leading seaman there from the Navy, the vice captain of the team. Ball spread wide, and another handling error, and I think there's going to be a few of them this afternoon.
Yeah, based on this wind, it's going to be hard to track that ball and get those catches.
Smith has a short run for the Police. Taken on by Rivers. I'm expecting more than a bit of one-out rugby at the moment, just to settle the nerves of both teams. Pick of Vance is there. Good defence from both teams so far. We're talking off-air, Tom, about the Army-Navy battle, and this is another step up from that one as well.
Yeah, from our inter-service comp, it's just another step up. They expect the level to raise, and bringing us all together is quite a good team. We're quite Army-based in this team, based on the number of that they have in the inter-service, and yeah, it's a pretty good grudge match between the two of us.
How hard is it for the Army, Navy and Air Force to come together as a group for these kind of matches?
Basically, we're all from different states in Australia, and obviously different personalities amongst the group. It's I say it's quite difficult, but we all want the same goal of winning, and I think that brings us all together quite well. And based on the first week and what I've seen, this is quite a good group, and we've all come together really well in a week. So we've had a good preparation, and it's showing in this game so far.
Be the same for the police as well, I guess, coming from New South Wales, Queensland and the Australian Federal Police here in Canberra. Rivers with this line out. Overthrows it, but it's going to come back via Pick of Vance, and it's been scooped wide by Greg. And here come the backs once more. This is Deem. Can't make any headway. Looking to spread the ball wide over on that far hand side, looking for the right winger. Is Pearson out hugging the touchline. Come back to this near side instead. Pritchard takes it up, the New South Wales. It's a good bit of concerted play by the police, and some yardage has been made. They've lost it though. Turnover and a chance for the defence force on the counter-attack. Galloway's going to be pivotal with his service this afternoon, and with the win behind him, that's a monster kick downfield from Drew. From O'Brien, I should say, and it's going to bounce all the way and force Monroe to go back. It's gone dead though. Josh Monroe will dab it down. Certainly got a fair whack on that one, didn't he, O'Brien, with the wind behind him.
Sean definitely got a hold of that one, and the wind definitely carried it. It sat up nicely, just in the dead ball line. Would have been nice to just stay and play, but I think the wind carried that one.
He certainly did. He got it behind him. How much can you do with a set piece in a week? Is there much you can practice?
Having a good game plan, I guess, from the start, and really laying it down to everyone can allow it to be absorbed pretty quickly. And we all do play rugby with our inter-service as well, and we all have a similar game plan. So adapting one that we can all work on is quite well.
Bree dabbed that through, and he chased his own kick and got the tackle in. Looking to force a turnover, but the police have got it under control on this occasion. Hooked high by Drew. Taken by Korfe Vanawaka-Levu. Runs into a tackle brought down by Pritchard. Here's Galloway again. Short pass to Ricketts. Looking to set up some possession out wide and look to go to the left-hand side, where Setu is waiting. Didn't quite reach the left winger there. Patient build-up by Defence Force. A good snipe from the base from Galloway, but he's lost it forward. Unfortunate there for the Defence Force. First time we've actually seen a really concerted break from either side.
Yeah, I agree. We just had Sewer come off. Sewer Milinanai. He's come off with an injury.
So number 12 just down here.
Yeah, Jackson Cale's come on.
From the Army, an engineer in the Army, Jackson Cale.
Yeah, against our gaming brothers, he played exceptionally well. So it'd be good to see him out there.
Chance for him to get his hand on the ball. The police have the put in with Pick of Vance. First real chance for their set piece to see what they've got at scrummage time. It's a decent scrum from both, and it looks like Defence Force have stolen that, but the whistle's gone. Not many people do in the scrum, Tom. I saw Laurie Fisher down there from the Brumbies. He knew all about the scrummaging. Before kickoff, you said he came into the Defence Force changing room?
Yeah, definitely. He came in and gave us quite a good pump-up speech. Unfortunately, I'm here commentating with you, so got me a bit pumped up for this commentating.
Pumped up for the commentary on the match.
So, but yeah, his speech was really good, and
that was Kale who went into the tackle, and it was head high. Stumbled into it a little bit, didn't he? And he's down as well. His first run on the ball, Jackson Kell, was a nasty one. I think he just ran into the elbow.
Looks like he's twisted his knee.
He tried to step, didn't he? And I'm not sure how solid this surface is here. We've had a lot of rain in Canberra over the last couple of days.
Yeah, I was walking around before and it was quite damp. And it doesn't seem like there's much below the surface, so it's quite slippery, even when you've got sprigs on.
Well, we're playing for the Major General Ronald Gray Cup this afternoon. Major General Ronald Gray was a career Army officer who served in the Australian Army from 1950 to 1983. He attained the rank of Major General in 1978. Served in Borneo, Korea, and had several tours of duty in Vietnam. And for his service in Vietnam, he was made a Companion of the Distinguished Service Order and is awarded the Vietnam Cross of Gallantry with Palm. He also served as a Commissioner of the Australian Federal Police from 1983 to 1988 as well. So, well known. And it's a great honour to have this trophy being played in his name. Earlier in the year, Tom, the women's game was played here in June. The Defence Force won that one 39 points to 10. It was a good day out for both those teams as well.
Yeah, it was good. I got to watch a bit of that on YouTube since I was down in Sydney. And it was, a pretty physical game from what I saw. And, it was good to get away with the win.
So we've got Suomili Nana on the bench, injured, getting an ankle patched up, and it looks like we've lost Jackson Cale for the afternoon. That's an injury, knee injury. Unfortunate for him, only just came onto the field. So reshuffle again in the back line. Going to see Mitchell Cull, another Army engineer. That's unfortunate for young Jackson Cale. That's a good kick though. Into touch, and the opportunity in the attacking phase for the Defence Force. Here's a chance then for them. First touch that was for Cull.
Looks like they've moved Sean O'Brien to the centres and Mitch Cull to fly half.
He's involved straight away. There's Ricketts. Doesn't mind a hit up to Solomon Ricketts, the Army signaller. Keeping it through the forwards again, as Tom alluded they might, due to the conditions. The run from Curran, brought down again. No headway at the moment, but here's a chance perhaps for the defence team to force their way through, but yet again they're penalised, and some cracking defence from the Australian police to nullify the threat.
Yeah, that was great defence, and he was on the ball very quickly there. Got a holding on penalty.
Like we said, the wind is probably with the Defence Force in this first half, you'd say, although it is fairly blustery.
Yeah, definitely. Seems to be moving around a fair bit, but they've definitely got the most of it.
That one's knocked up towards us here in the main stand. Could be a touch for you. Army won the last two of these games. No, sorry, the Defence Force, I should say, won the last two of these matches against the police.
Yeah, they did. I don't recall the scores, but I think they won pretty convincingly last time.
Yeah, I heard that the youth and fitness of the Defence Force carried the game in the second half. It was quite close, as we're seeing here in the first half, and
yeah,
it seems that we may be getting the same pattern. It's been mostly Defence Force in possession, but here's a chance for Drew to start his back line. That's a skipper Makula. The recycled possession, and it's lost forward, a turnover ball again, but up too quickly, and the chance for the police to clear their lines. Some interesting characters in this police team as well. We got James Smith, the prop forward, is actually representing Canada internationally, and also played for the Australian Barbarians, New South Wales Country, Northern Suburbs and Illawarra. And he was a previous member of the Australian Defence Force team as well, so he's part of the police team for the past 3 years though, so he'll know the Defence boys.
Yeah, I don't know him well myself, but definitely all the Navy boys know him well. I know Alex Wilson would be having a good battle with him out there, especially in the props. They're looking forward to going against each other.
They might look for Treloar with this one. It's one, and Galloway just with a box kick. Munro needs to be on his toes. It's a nice bounce there. And has he kept it in play? Was his foot on the line? He's going to drill it out, but that's a good net gain in the end.
Very nice kick by Kyle there. Quick thinking.
saw there was no one home and made Munro turn.
It's a great line-out win by David Salter.
It was Salter, yeah.
Nickname Salts.
Petrie Burney with the throw-in. They nickname him Dish, I understand.
Dish, yeah. Yeah.
The maul from the defence force looking to drive back the police as far as they can. Here's Galloway. Cole helps it on its way. And that's O'Brien. Tackled again. Haven't really seen any action in the respective 22s just yet. Opportunity this time perhaps as they come to this near side. Taken on by Big Isaac Denif Blowers. Tackled shy of the 22. Galloway's there again. Helped on by the fullback this time. Holiday playing at standoff. And he's still in there. Tyson Endicott Power takes a hit up. And the police defence is standing firm at the moment. Little chip over the top, a chance for Korfe Vunawaka-Levu. The bounce is good for him, and it's going to be a score out wide for Simeone Korfe Vunawaka-Levu. The first try of the afternoon. Beautiful kick over the top. We've got a little bit of handbags off the ball as well.
It's always going to happen.
A fantastic piece of execution there, and the bounce was perfect. Well read by the right winger, and he's in for the opening score of the match.
It's a great kick from Breezy there.
Something that they've worked on?
Sorry, what was that?
Is that something you would have worked on, Tom?
Yeah, definitely in my time in the forwards. We love to kick the ball, but never get the chance on the field, unfortunately.
But I guess that's the advantage of having Sean O'Brien playing in the centre role, is that when the ball came to him, he still got that kicking option to find that gap out wide, and a beautifully weighted kick it was.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's a big advantage for us in the defence force as well. We've got a pretty interchangeable forward pack as well as our backs. They can play in multiple positions, and they do based on availabilities and whatnot with our home units and playing with different teams all the time. So that allows us to interchange positions and, as you saw just there, steal the opportunities to have those crossfield kicks.
It took 60 minutes for the first score, but we finally got a score. The referee is giving a ticking off to Andy McCullough and Nick McPherson. I think he's chatting to the two captains to tell them to calm it all down a bit.
Yeah, cool it off. It's always going to have that rivalry though.
Well, here's Mitchell Cole lining up a goal. 15 minutes ago he was sat on the bench probably thinking I might get a run in the second half, and here he is after two replacements, lining up a kick at goal.
Exactly, playing well so far.
He's slotted in very nicely. This is his first kick. It's a difficult one for him. The wind has died down though, which is probably thankful for. Good timing for him.
He's been kicking well at training, so...
Well, he's not quite caught that one as well as he'd have liked. Didn't quite drag his foot around it, but it matters not. The try from Simeone Korfe Vunawaka-Levu, the Army infantryman. I was hoping before kick-off he wouldn't get too many touches of the ball. Important though for the police to respond.
Definitely. They'll have to come out hard and hold on to this physicality that they've brought.
Well, they've certainly made it difficult so far. Ben Pearson will restart as the wind picks up once more. It's overcooked that one a little bit, and it's the try scorer, Vunawaka-Levu, back in fields to Holiday, and he helps it on its way, and they're spreading the ball wide. Good enterprise this from the defence force, considering the conditions, and that's a lovely stepping run in the middle of the park from Endicott Power, showing his silky footwork. King helps it on. Good tackle though, stops him in his tracks, and Galloway to O'Brien. That's a lovely break from the flanker, Blake Curran. He's shown a fantastic pair of heels as well. Off he goes down the field, and he's still going. Here's Blake Curran. They can't stop him. Finally bring him down just inside the 22. Plenty of blue shirts there in support. Good pace there from the flanker. And he wins his team a penalty, and acceleration he showed there.
Yeah, he's got unbelievable speed and strength as well for his size.
Another from the Army Infantry. And stepped away from the defence there when he was put into a bit of space, and off he goes. But initially great feat from Tyson Endicott Power as well, wasn't it? He stepped inside 2 or 3 tackles to set that up.
Really set it up well for him. And then a nice spread of the ball.
And a good attacking opportunity from a line out on that far side. Looking into the sun. It's a fair distance away, that one, isn't it? Thrown to the front. And the police stop it straight away before the maul can get formed. And they've lost the ball forward. So that's a net game and a win for the police.
Yeah, it was a good defensive line out. Looked like they sacked the line out straight away and got away with the knock on.
Talked about James Smith a moment ago. They've got Cameron Treloar in there, constable from the Northern Beaches at lock for the Australian Police. He's been a representative from the Waratahs, 10 games for the Queensland Reds, 43 games for the North Harbour Rays, 17 games overseas for Calvisano in Italy, and also played for Bordeaux in France. So he's had some career.
Yeah, a bit of experience there.
I'm sure that experience will be used throughout the day. Another good scrum from the Defence Force, forcing the police to come out and turn over the ball if they can. Picked up at the back by Smith. Finding his way up towards the 22, looking to set up a clearance kick. This Monroe has rather shanked it downfield. Holiday will... It's in fact the left winger Setu who has it. Now it's Holiday looking to burst through the gap. Good strong run that by Zach Holiday. And he's put his team on the front foot once again. Police struggling to get out of their half at the moment. A breeze pass wide. A little dab in behind and the chase is on. And it's out again for another line out, but at the moment the police struggling to clear.
Yeah, I think that kick was well returned by Zach, and he just picked a hole and ran for it. Like you said, got us on the front foot, and now we've got a bit of territory. The police will have to defend well here.
They've been stuck in their own 22 for a long time. They haven't really been in the Defence Force 22 for the whole game so far, have they? It's been fairly one-way traffic, but the defence from the police has been good. They'll need to be on their toes again, but at least on this occasion they'll get the throw in themselves. That is Treloar who wins it. A chance to hit it up again with Ben Pearson from Queensland, please. Here's Treloar, who we were just talking about. Not many numbers out wide, but Monroe does well, and they've kept it alive. And here's an opportunity, if they can spin it to this near side, the first chance we've seen the police as an attacking force. It's Pearson, up over halfway, tackled in front of the main stand, and coming through to steal the ball brilliantly is Siaka King. Big peel from the home crowd for offside, but no doing. Galloway finds a breathe, thought about the kick, instead goes wide. Opportunity to set up the backs again, and it's Mitchell Cull who's tackled into touch. Good action both ways, and the first time we've seen the police on the front foot.
Yeah, it was a nice passage of play there. Good cover defence by the defence. And then, great steal by Shaka there. And they've done a quick throw in here.
They've gone very early. And they've conceded the penalty there. As you said, Shaka King came around there and just stayed on his feet, come around, it was onside, picked the ball up.
A big appeal from the home crowd. I think they thought the ball was still in.
Yeah, looked all right from where we were sat.
Clearly was out.
No bias there from you at all, Tom, was there?
I think there's a little bit, but yeah.
I think on that occasion, I think you're 100% spot on.
Yeah, being a flanker, I definitely would have gone in for that ball as well.
Well, chance for them to keep the pressure on again. Not the greatest kick in the world from Galloway. Army medic Carl Galloway, useful man to have on the field.
Yeah, definitely. He's been used around camp a fair bit, and been working on that. He's a handy halfback, he is.
Well, we've obviously lost Jackson Kell for the afternoon. We haven't seen any return of Simiali Nanai at the moment, have we? Any likelihood that he's coming back? He looks to be wrapped up down on the bench as well, so...
Yeah, he's had a bit of problems with his legs throughout this camp, and it looks like he's battling with that right now.
Two early back changes means there's a lot of pressure on the boys that are out there to compete for the rest of the match.
Yeah, definitely. The forwards are going to have to pick up their game and really hold on here.
Here they come again. Here is Cull. Halliday will fix it around the side, but it's been lost forward. It was nice idea there by Endicott Power, but their backline with Zach Holliday and the Endicott Power and Cull have made a big difference so far.
Yeah, they've had a big impact as soon as they've come on. I don't think they expected to be on this early in the game. But like I said before, having that interchangeable team really helps, and they've just slotted in there really nice.
Brian Hudson and Sean Ward from the RAAF are the coaches, and they'll be pretty pleased with what they're seeing from their team at the moment. The police coach is Jason Jordans from New South Wales. He'll be hoping his side can finally get some ball to play with, because the ball they've had has been in areas of the field where they don't really want to be.
Yeah, they've just been basically working on their exit play at the moment, trying to get out of their own half, but defence has been holding on nicely.
Drews, short pass to Makula, takes it up, takes a couple of defence force players to bring him down, and they'll spin it to the right hand side towards Pearson. And again, though, just when they seem to be getting a little bit of momentum, another penalty goes against them for not releasing, I believe.
Sean, he was on the ball real quick then. Straight on the ball. Won the penalty.
It's a coach killer, isn't it, really, when you're trying to force your way out of it against the conditions, and when you've had no ball to concede a penalty, which is rather soft.
I think he was just isolated there. The forward struggled to get round and conceded the penalty. Credit
where credit's due to the defence force, though. The players are into the breakdown very quickly.
Yeah, the defence has been really impressive, holding him in this half the whole time.
Well, they've overcooked that line out, but the bounce might be good, and it's an opportunity here, and driving through. For a minute there, I think David Salter thought he was going to score.
Yeah, I don't think he gets many of them, so that would have been very exciting for himself.
His eyes lit up, didn't he? Unfortunately, it was a knock-on for him.
In his head, he was already celebrating.
Would he have kept on running up over the hill and away?
I think so. Maybe a backflip or two.
Fortunately for the police, there was a little knock-on. Denied David Salter his moment. They tell me he's in the Armoured Corps. He drives a lot of tanks and stuff like that. Sounds like a cool job.
Yeah, he said it sounds like a cool job. And yeah, he enjoys it, from what I've heard. Like I said, I've only known these boys for a week, so yeah. Almost the Army boys anyway. And yeah, they all seem like they're good at their job, and I'm enjoying it so far. Getting to play rugby is not a bad deal.
It's a good way to spend a Friday afternoon.
Exactly
watching
right.
This live on Bar TV Sports. You're watching the Australian Defence Force against the Australian Police in the Major General Ronald Gray Cup. Here's the try scorer, the only try scorer of the game, Vunun Wakalevu. He scored after 16 minutes, and since then it's been fairly one-way traffic with the blue shirts of the Defence Force. It's taken on by Wilson. Galloway looks to set his back line in motion once more. O'Brien, nice step, and he's away here as he got some options inside. It's a beautiful pass back inside, and away goes Galloway, and no one will stop him under the post. Little 1-2 there from Galloway and O'Brien, beautifully worked, and Carl Galloway goes in, the Army medic, for the second score.
He'll be happy with that.
Nicely worked there, wasn't it, Tom?
Yeah, it was a great step off from Sean, and he just shot through that gap. And then having the support on the inside from Kyle.
There's a quality of O'Brien again, though.
Yeah,
seeing the opportunity when it was there, half chance turning into a full chance. This one a little bit easier for Mitchell Cull. Right in front of the sticks.
Let's hope he gets this one over.
No problem from the replacement. Takes the score out to 12-0, and probably a fair reflection of the game.
Agreed. Police have come out very strong, and we thought they would. That was a talk amongst the group from the whole from the start when we came into camp. We knew they were going to come out hard, so the boys had to stand up and defend like they have and hold them in their half.
Well, from the police point of view, they need to get some possession, don't they? And they need to get some decent possession.
Possession is going to be the key for them and getting out of that half.
They may get the wind in the second half. We need to keep in touch, though, if they're to get anything out of this one and claim the cup for the first time. It's an uphill battle from here already, though. And Defence Force well worth their lead, and this man, Zach Holliday, has been a big part of it. It's clearance kick again, and the only man back is Munro, the fullback from the AFP. Will chip through though. And the chase is on, and well taken by Galloway, the second try scorer. O'Brien sends it wide. He's the left winger Setu. Going to get his hands on the ball, have a bit of a run. Been fairly isolated on that side, isn't he, at the moment? Here they come again, though. Blue shirts flooding onto the attack. Galloway, short pass, taken on by Denif Blowers. Forwards love getting their hands on the ball. Curran, who made that beautiful break earlier, and here they come again. Another break. This time is running through. It looks like it's Salter. Bursting his way through, bounces off two, all the way, David Salter! And there he was. Denied a couple of minutes ago by a slight knock-on, but no one was going to deny him then. He bounced off 2 or 3 tackles. A la Jonah Lomu out there on the wing.
He was never going to let anyone stop him there.
The third try of the afternoon for the Defence Force, and they're threatening to blow this one away, and that's probably the best of the lot so far.
It was a great try. Great little setup from the boys, and then punching through those holes and then spread it wide, and Salter had a great run.
Is there anything better for forwards than getting a little ball in hand and a bit of open field?
Nothing better than open space, but for 50 out, doesn't get much better than that.
Good run in from David Salter, but later on tonight that'll be from his own 22.
Yeah, I think he'll be a bit excited about that one. I'm sure we'll hear about it for weeks to come.
It takes the score to 17-0. Conversion attempt to come from Mitchell Cull. This one, the most difficult of the 3 attempts he's had so far. It's the right side for him. Let's see if he can add to his conversion a moment ago. Like I said, it's a difficult kick, but the right side for a right footer. He's got the height on it. It's not quite got the distance or direction though. Dropped short, but 3 tries already to Korfe Vunawakalevu, Carl Galloway and David Salter, and all 3 of them have been really well created.
Yeah, it looks like they've all come out of nothing really, just off the back of the play, and then worked on punching through those holes, and they've worked on it really well.
And keeping the ball alive in broken fields.
Yeah, exactly right. Those offloads are killing the police.
Well, they need to find a way back into it, and as we mentioned just a moment ago, they need to get some ball. Kickoff is shorter this time, and it's taken by Curran, who's having a storming match so far. Sets it back for Galloway, just digging in there, looking to get the backs on the go again. Another high raking ball forward, looking for the chasers. That's well taken by Munro though, and the whistle goes. And Munro takes the penalty quickly, and off he goes into Defence Force territory. The first time we've seen the police as an attacking threat this afternoon, and it's Pickavance to set up the short one towards Pritchard. Dumped in the tackle but manages to recycle the ball. Here they go again. Pickavance. This is Smith getting closer. Good chance perhaps for the police to pick and drive close to the line. Pickavance is there. A little short pass, and backs getting involved, getting closer to the Defence Force line, but the Defence Force defending line at the moment is strong. Grigg, he takes the tackle, looks to set the ball again. Gone through several phases now to this short side. Chance for Reed. They're keeping driving close to the line now. They're so close. Are they over the line? They're claiming the score, but I think they've been held up. But much better from the police as an attacking force, Tom.
Yeah, that was a good little passage of play by them, and that pick and drive seems pretty strong, and the boys defended well, and we'll see what they do with this scrum.
Yeah, it's a good attacking scrum. There's not much room on this short side, is there? So they'll set up a backline move perhaps, or
yeah, we'll see what the backs can do.
Maybe
with
we'll
this
see.
play.
Yeah, might see Big Johnny Smith there, the number 8 from New South Wales, from Australian Police. Might get his hands on the ball and have a run here. First of all, they need a solid set piece and a solid platform. I haven't quite got that one yet. And the front rows love a scrum, don't they, Tom?
Yeah, they love getting in there and getting their hands dirty. Yeah, nothing better for them than defending on their line. This really picks up the boys, and they should have a big scrum here.
It's the Defence Force front row of Ricketts, Burney and Wilson, and the police front row of Pritchard, Rivers and Smith. Can the police find a way back into this one, trailing 17-0? It's a good, pretty solid scrum. There's the pickup from Smith, and he does go towards the line. Johnny Smith driving close towards the line. Has he got it down this time? No. Held up once again. Cracking defence from the Australian Defence Force team.
Yeah, you can't seem to find the line. Yeah, like you said, great defence. Big scrum from the boys as well, so hopefully they can do it again.
There's quite a lot of Johnny Smith. He's difficult to stop from that range, isn't he? And they did well to do so.
Yeah, he's a big boy. I think the boys need to go low on him, but obviously being 5 metres out, he's got long limbs, so don't want to risk that slamming the ball down.
Wouldn't surprise me if they try that same move again. It's been a pretty entertaining game so far. The New Defence Force end of last year went to New Zealand on tour, played France and New Zealand, and took a bronze medal in the RU National Sevens last year as well, for a group that came together very close to that tournament. That's a good achievement for that Defence Force team. Apparently a large group of these guys were involved in that competition. They'll need to defend well here, though. The police set the scrum once again. Pickavants looking to see if they can get the shove on. Smith picks up from the back, lays it off towards Pickavants. The flick pass was there, but it didn't quite come off for the scrum half. The police still have it, though, and they are inches away from the Defence Force line. Here's an opportunity out wide, at the back. I think it's Bernie taking that forward. Tackled short again, and it's turned over, and another penalty conceded. They're getting closer, but the defence has been superb. They tap and go. Pickavants goes short. Bernie's tackled in the shadows of the post. Looking to recycle the ball. The forwards all having a bash. Backline waiting. Will they release the backline this time? They will. Drew sends it wide. Little short pass. Real opportunity this. And again tackled just shy of the line. I think it was Deem who was in there. Great move, and once again it's superb defence. It's off towards Rivers. He's tackled right on the line. How long can the Defence Force hold out? And pick and drive again. Within inches of the try line. Here's a real opportunity right under this post. And it was coming. And it's a score for the skipper, I think, Andy McCooler. And the Defence Force just couldn't hold out.
Yeah, I think it was just building and building, the pressure from the police, and they've done well to get over there. The defence just couldn't hold out. They sucked us in with those pick and drives, and yeah, got under the sticks.
For the sake of the game, Tom, probably needed that one, didn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's going to pick up the police and give us a good game here.
It's good to see that when they did get some ball on the front foot, they are a competitive unit as well, and they've caused you some issues there, but defensively that was a great shift, and in the end just run out of numbers.
Yeah, exactly right. I think the Defence Force did really well there, but the police attack showed very well, and yeah, they got over.
I don't know about you, Tom, but that wind has died down, the sun's come out, and it's quite nice now.
Yeah, it's actually beautiful football weather, and yeah, hopefully that wind stays away and we should have a great second half.
Let's hope so. So the conversion attempt right in front of the sticks. Should be a formality. It's Ben Pearson. Just stabs it over and reduces the gap to 10 points.
Conversion successful.
Watching live Rugby Union on Bar TV Sports. 17 points to 7 in this important cup match. We'll see what sort of restart coming up to half-time. 2 minutes to go to the break. The police looking to finish the half on a high. Stepping through was Greg. And they're going to have the conditions in the second half in their favour. And they're really showing themselves to be a tight unit at the moment, and they've won themselves a penalty. Good drive there from Pritchard. It's been solid, hasn't he, Glenn Pritchard? He's been involved quite a lot, the New South Wales policeman in the front row there, especially in the loose.
Yeah, he's having some good carries with the ball and causing a bit of disruption in our defensive line, that's for sure.
Well, Pearson will come to this near side. You can see how the wind affected that kick. Into the last seconds before half-time. Opportunity, if the police can get their hands on the ball, to maybe launch one final attack. They've certainly played their part to the full at the moment in this first half. It's been entertaining stuff. A beautiful location here at Portsea Oval. Good win by Treloar. Drew. That's a good run too, and here's a chance out wide. Hands on the ball once again, and Makula was out there too. I think that was Reed who had it in his possession in the end. But unfortunately it's been knocked on, and that should be half-time, and it is. And Tom, we enjoyed that first half. 3 tries to 1 at the break, and Defence Force probably worthy of their lead.
Yeah, very worthy. It's been competitive rugby though, and enjoying it so far. The police are putting out a good fight, and it's good to watch.
Well, the police Defence Force took the lead with a try from Kofe Vunawaka-Levu in the 16th minute. Further tries from Carl Galloway and David Salter gave them a 17-0 lead. But right on the cusp of half-time, Andy Makula win over under the post, converted by Ben Pearson. And at the break here at Portsea Oval, it's the Australian Defence Force 17, the Australian Police 7.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Welcome back to Portsea Oval, where the second half has got underway. The band is still playing. It's the 2018 Major General Ronald Gray Cup between the Australian Defence Force and the Australian Police. I'm Russ Gibbs, your commentator. Joining me for the second half, as he did the first, is able seaman Tom Bailey from the Navy. And Tom, we enjoyed the first half, didn't we? And we're hoping for a bit more of the same in the second.
Yeah, I really did. It's looking like the weather's picked up for us and it's beautiful and sunny. Looking forward to the second half. I'm hoping for a bit more running rugby now that the wind's died down.
Well, that kick to touch wasn't kept in by Endicott Power. We saw a lot of the Australian Defence Force as an attacking force in the first half. Defensively, we also saw a fair bit right on half-time. They showed they could defend as well.
Yeah, I'd say both teams have put up quite a big defensive effort, especially on the line for defence. It was really good.
Line out stolen by the Defence Force. Galloway, who scored the second of the 3 tries that we've had today. And pick and drive has always been very good for the blue-shirted Defence Force the whole game. Going again, making a few metres. That's Curran, who was one of the most impressive players, the flanker in the first half. Eating into the police territory. Galloway. Cole helps it on its way. Good defence again from the police, though. They've been penalised. An advantage here. It's a chance for Cole to kick it forward, and it's a good kick as well. If that bounce is nice, it's gone into touch. It's a great kick forward, but they'll come back for the penalty anyway. Nice to have the option there.
Yeah, that was a great kick by Mitch. It's good to have the penalty anyway, and see what the boys do with this.
Well, they're into the wind, is what it is in the second half. It's not just been about rugby this week, though, for preparing for this game for the Defence Force. I saw that in the week, a group of the Defence Force team trained with 130 kids between 5 and 18, supported by the Uni North Owls at Southwell Park in Lynham there on Wednesday, giving something back to the community as well. Police look to clear. I'm sure that was an enjoyable evening for the kids and for the players themselves as well.
Yeah, we took a senior group of boys down there, and they came back very positive, and the boys got a lot out of it, and so did the kids. Lots of the parents said it was very enjoyable for the kids, and they all had a good time.
This line out to be thrown in by Corporal Petrie Burney from the Air Force. Interesting story behind him as well. He represented Papua New Guinea at the Under-20 Junior World Rugby Trophy in Kenya in 2009, winning 4 caps, and was selected for the 2011 Rugby World Cup qualifiers, and where Papua New Guinea played Samoa, and he played made 5 caps for Papua New Guinea in that as well, in the senior level. So his idols growing up, unsurprisingly, Kevin Mialamu and Jeremy Paul, so keeping in the front row. Didn't quite get that one right. Rivers throws that one in, is stolen. I think that was Mitch Cornwall who had a big hand up there to pour that one back to the Defence Force side. Here he is getting involved again. Once again, infringement at the ruck, and a chance for free play for Galloway. They're up very quickly there, the police. Good tackle by Trelaw. And they're coming back once more for a penalty. Offside, up very quickly. They're up too quickly.
Yeah, just offside there. It was a big hit, though, that Alex took, and he's done well to get back up from that one, I think.
Mitchell Cole has helped his team around the park since he came on in the first half. Did you hear any news at half-time about how Nanai was going? How the knee is?
It's looking like they'll be sitting out for the rest of the game. Same with Kale.
Burney throws it in. It's nicely taken, and Galloway looks to find Cole. Steps in field. O'Brien wide to Korfe Vanu Wakalevu. Still going, ball in hand. Enterprising stuff, but just goes forward at the last moment. Good to see, though. And it's the police's turn to see what they can do. Nice drive. Takes them forward. A bit of a dawdle at scrum half by Pickavance, and here come the defence. Opportunity for Korfe Vanuaka Levu, and he throws it wide to Burney. Steps in field. Setu with him. Danger times this for the police. Pick and drive close to the line, but it's spilt forwards. And they're going to get away with it. Good defence from the Australian police.
Yeah, it was good defence there to come across and cover that attack. Just unlucky when picking up the ball from the back of the ruck there, knocked it on.
Some enterprising stuff though from defence force boys trying to keep the ball alive.
Yeah, great turnover, and like I said, they're running rugby without the wind. It's good to see.
Yeah, the wind's certainly dropped, which is nice. Tell you what, I don't know if you know much about Canberra, Tom, but when that sun goes behind those trees, you are going to freeze, my friend.
Yeah, not looking forward to that.
Let's hopefully the action on the field can warm us up. Good scrum that from the defence force, shoving them back, but Smith picks it up and drives forwards. Pickavant's out the back, and the clearance kick is a flat. And the whistle goes again. Chris Allardyce penalising the defence force and giving the police an easy out, which I'm sure they'll be happy with. Recovered well from that scrum because they looked like they were going backwards at a rate of knots for a moment. Opportunity for this clearance to head up towards the back of the main stand here. Stabbed kick by by Pearson rather. And we're going to see a change. Alex Wilson is off, I think, and we're seeing Apatu Matalau, from the Army Logistics, coming on the field. First thing he's got to do is defend. Trelaw wins it into midfield. Taken on by Drew. So it's prop Solomon Ricketts to come off, is that right?
Yeah, that's right, and been reserves come on, Pye.
I'm sure we'll see all the reserves at some stage today. Everybody will get their chance. It's a good attacking opportunity this though, right in the middle of the field on the 22. Another change, William Halafia, an officer in the Navy. It's coming on to bolster the front row stocks, and Petrie Burney has done his dash for the day. Solid effort from the Papua New Guinean international. Now a chance for Galloway. Cole's lined up to the left of the scrum on the short side. Setu's there with him. It's a good shove on from the police though. Picked up by the back rower, McPherson the captain. And they've turned over ball again. It's a little bit sloppy in possession. That won't please the coaching team, will it? Because there's a good attacking platform, that.
Yeah, we had a great chance there and just looked like they had missed the hole there.
Had a lot of set pieces today. It's been fairly even as well. So the police spent far too much time for their own liking in their own 22 in the first half. When they did get away, they scored a cracking try from Andy McCooler. They'll be looking to see if they can release their backs again sometime in the second half. Lovely handoff by Drew. Steps in field. Is stopped in his tracks eventually. But great handoff. Pickavants. Smith. That's Johnny Smith, the big number 8. Drives it up to the 22, and that's a very good defence up very, very sharply and fast. And Drew, flat kick over their heads. Holiday's the only man back, but he's got plenty of time. Chance to launch a counter. Goes to that right-hand side, fends off one. Still going, Holiday. Zach Holiday's been very impressive, especially on the counter-attack. Wilson into traffic. Galloway short. Lovely pop pass in the middle there from the replacement, Matalau. Galloway. Cole, show and go. Looked for a bounce pass. He's come off Endicott Power. No knock on. Thrown back in field towards Halafia. his first real involvement, and this is a promising build-up for the Defence Force. Off to the big second row, Denif blowers. Brought down short. Cull, the whistle goes, and we've got a player down injured. A little bit unfortunate because that movement was looking like it was going to cause problems for the police there, Tom.
Yeah, we were looking really promising there. It was strong attack from the boys. Tyson got his hands on the ball and had a good run. Will getting involved, which was good. Once
again, good involvement from the two off the bench as well, Matalau and Halafia. It's been a feature of the Defence Force game. The amount of all the replacements that have come on have made an impact.
Yeah, we've got a lot of depth in the team, which is great, and having that impact from these two boys will be really good.
Police yet to go to their bench. In fact, 11 minutes of the second half here, live on Bar TV Sports. Australian Defence Force leading the Australian Police 17 points to 7 if you just tuned in the 2018 Major General Ronald Gray Cup. First try scorer was Simeone Korfe Vunuwakalevu. Carl Galloway with the second, David Salter with the third. Andy Makula responding for the Police just before half-time, giving them a foothold in a match in which they weren't really in for large periods of the game, apart from in a defensive viewpoint, which they did very well. And they're going to have to defend again here. Last scrummage from the Police was very solid. See if they can get a shove on again. It's in and out quick though from Galloway. Cull spreads it wide. Holiday. Korfe Vunuwakalevu stopped him getting into his stride. They're still there though. Curran steps in field. Takes two Police shirts to bring him down. Galloway. Short pass to Endicott Power was there. Here they come again. That's knocked on by Wilson though, unfortunately, and just when the momentum seems to be building, it's just those little errors that are coming into the game that are hurting defence at the moment. May have had some poor weather this morning, Tom, but beautiful setup here, isn't it? The field is lovely and nice surface, plenty of grass.
Yeah, all the boys, when we turned up for training earlier in the week, really liked the field and have enjoyed it, so it's been good to train on, and we've been training on the lower field down here and enjoying it, so it's good.
A good setup here at RMC, Duntroon, Portsea Oval. The Police with the scrummage. Drew's pass was flat. Taken on, I think that was Makula. The first time that the Police have been able to get any sort of territory in this second period, and that's a good driving run. Drew sends it this side. Closer towards the main grandstand. Good recycling. Drew again. Monroe, the fullback, scragged shy of the 10-metre line. Good counter ruck as well. Galloway. Pickervance was in there again, and another penalty. But good work from the Police. The first time again we've seen them, what limited ball they've had on the front foot's been pretty good, Tom.
Yeah, they've really picked up in this second half.
Causing some defensive issues for the Defence Force. Ben Pearson to kick this to touch. Forcing the Defence Force onto the back foot. Little chat about leading seaman Alex Wilson from the Navy, nicknamed Beetle. Any idea why he's nicknamed Beetle?
I believe his sister gave him that when he was a little boy.
And he's represented Shoalhaven, Nowra, Perth, Eastern Suburbs, Sydney and Wagga. Played for the New South Wales Country and the Australian Stockman's team as well. He's had a good afternoon. But it's the Police who are on the front foot here. Opportunity for their prop, James Smith. Good tackle to stop him. And a little over the top there. Picked up at the back. by Pickavance, and it's a penalty. That Holiday at the clear out there was very physical.
Yeah, very physical, but I think the boys are going to have to do that in this second half to pick up.
Certainly let Tyson Pickavance know he was there. Pearson kicks the touch, and now it's an attacking platform for the Australian police. They showed in the first half when they got into the 22 that they are capable of scoring, and if they did get one here, big game right back on again. The trail by 10. 16 minutes gone in the second half. Thrown to the back, but it's stolen. Tap back, I think that was by Cornwall, by Salter, was it? The won it. But the police get it back again. Halafia was pushed into touch. Done well on the line-outs to steal a few today.
Yeah, Alana's been strong, and like I've said the whole day, our interchangeable forward pack allows us to have many jumpers, and everyone can do the same job.
Let's see if they go again. It's better this time from the police, but it's not straight, I think. It's disappointing for them. Disappointing for Jason Jordans. Must be quite frustrating as a attacking force when that happens. You've had limited possession and you get in good positions, and then something as simple as the throw-in. In these conditions, though, it is blustery.
Yeah,
unfortunate for
not
Joel
helping
Rivers.
Any of these hookers.
It's a very difficult skill, isn't it? It looks easier when you watch it on TV, doesn't it?
Yeah, many hours of practice, I believe.
So Galloway feeds the scrum. A bit of a mess up in the back there, and this is a prime position for the police. They'll get a scrum inside the 22 to the right of the post here. And this is going to ask questions again of the Australian Defence Force. Answered many of them in the first half, though, as a defensive unit.
Yeah, the boys have definitely got it in them. This scrum will be a big show.
Here we go then. Be a good time to score, coming up to midway through the second half. Pickavance feeds his scrum. There's Drew. What backline move have they got? Pearson wide towards Munro, and that's tackled into touch. In the end, it was a fairly straightforward pass along the line, try and create some space, and it was read well. But it threatened momentarily.
Yeah, it was a good attacking play, and it was a good tackle from Simi.
It's been in some impressive performance on both sides, hasn't there, throughout the game today? Several players caught your eye at all, Tom? Anyone in particular?
Yeah, I believe the interchange Mitch has had a cracker of a game so far, coming on and making a big impact. And so far, Sean's having a good game also.
On the police side, Dan Drew at 10 has done well, and Mitch Cornwall and Cameron Trelaw on the second row. This is Matt Airy from New South Wales, is about to come on and wanders on. I think Munro is down injured on the far hand side.
Yeah, the forwards in the defence force are having a cracking game though, really trucking it up, doing all the work.
Ambitious little kick forward, and Pickavance tried the volley straight back. Like something out of the FIFA World Cup, that one.
Yeah, interesting choice from Mitch.
Ambitious in these conditions and under his own posts.
Which is good to see.
It's great to see having that ambition to go from there. Something you see usually when you're up by 40 or 50, not by 10.
That's very true.
But as you said, he's had a great game since he's come on. Probably came on a lot earlier than he anticipated. Substitute for the substitute, as we lost Jackson Cale with a knee injury after Suamili Nanai had also gone off. That's causing issues with the wind again, but it's a nice bounce in the end for Munro. Takes it into contact, and another shrill blast of referee Chris Ardice's whistle. That wind picks up again. Zip up the jackets. Temperature plummets by about 5 degrees.
Yeah, I don't think that sun's going to stay around for long.
Doesn't feel like it, does it? And it's going behind a cloud right now, and it's suddenly got very, very cold again.
Dropped very quickly. Another standout, I reckon, Alex Wilson. He's had a great game also. Trucking the ball up for the forwards, really dominating that run.
Rivers with the throw. And it's stolen at the front. And a chance for the defence force immediately on the front foot, looking to take advantage of broken field. Galloway, there's numbers to this left-hand side. Takes it into contact instead, but now they come this way with Cull. Endicott Power. Steps inside 2, still going the centre. It's been brought down, but we'll be able to recycle the ball. Matalau, he takes it forward. Galloway finds Brie. Shifts it to the right-hand side this time. Patient build up this one, and a nice little break, and then in the end just threw the pass inside and gives the ball straight away back to the police. As far away from us as they could possibly be over there on that touchline. Now then, is this a chance for Setu to stretch his legs? The left winger looks to go inside, then out. It's a good tackle to bring him down short. Plenty of numbers committed. McPherson's there playing scrum half. Off to Curran. Galloway back in the usual position, half back now. Pops off a short one. And here's a chance for a little dink over the top. Looked like Endicott Power had gone a little bit early there, and I think he is going to be pinged for that in front of the kicker. Nice idea again, though, from O'Brien.
Yeah, it was a nice kick, just unlucky to be that little bit offside.
I think that little stutter from O'Brien when he decided to come back onto the right-hand side and kick probably fooled Tyson Endicott Power into going just a little bit early. Good clearance kick. And the chance for the police, if they're going to get back into this one, have a chance to win this trophy, they're going to need to score soon. 17 minutes remaining. They've certainly played their part in this one, though. Rivers throws it in, and it's nicely taken by Trelaw, and here they go with Drew. It's a little bit static, but that's better. Here's Pearson through the gap, opportunity wide, and here's a chance for the left winger. Geordie Reid momentarily thought he was going to get away. Lovely inside run from Pearson to create that space. And it's the Australian police looking for an opening. Drew comes to this near side. The defensive wall of blue shirts stopping them in their tracks at the moment. Can they find a way through? Pritchard. Drew. Short pass was on. Drew in himself. Sold the dummy. No real headway being made at the moment. Running into a blue shirt every time they get possession and going to win themselves a penalty. Solid attack from the police, but some good solid defence in turn from the defence force.
Yeah, very good defence from the boys. Tackling low and putting on those hits.
I know you're a bit biased, Tom, but with 15 minutes to go, can you see a way back for the police?
They're definitely in it. They're coming back hard and have come out surprising in the second half. I think in past instances they've been the less of the group and only lasted the 40 and then defensive run away with it.
Going to see a plethora of replacements as we enter this later stages. Justin McGarity is about to join us, and so is Zach Jerem from the Australian Federal Police. So Jerem jogs on, adds some ballast to the front row. His first role will be to get involved in this line-out. Justin McGarity, able seaman from the Navy, takes his place on the field as well. And straight away they looked for Jerem. And they've set up the maul. It's not going anywhere at the moment. Now it's got a bit of momentum behind it, edging its way closer. In the end, they have to come to the backs. Spreading the ball wide. Inside pass was from Makula. Popped off to Pritchard. And he's unceremoniously dumped to the ground. To this near side they come. Luke Hansen, the number 22, is involved in there as well, and there's another penalty against the Defence Force, and someone is going... Did he reach for his pocket there? Someone going to the naughty bin? The card is going to come out. Well, he's threatening to pull it out. He hasn't done it yet. He's having a chat with the captain, Andy McPherson. Who's he pinged here, Tom? Is it Setu?
Not sure who they've got there. They're all there, so
Having a little conflab between the three of them.
looks like a warning for now.
I thought for a minute he was reaching for his pocket, wasn't he? Maybe he's left his card in the change
for
room.
that dumping tackle. He thought was a bit past the horizontal in his eyes. I thought it was fine.
Looked all right from my view as well. Looked like just a decent hard tackle and put him down fair and square, but Chris Idice is closer than we are. Gives the penalty and a chance to kick to corner, and a real good opportunity for the police to get that more going again. We saw a moment ago they got a little bit of momentum behind it, didn't it? It was stopped in its tracks before it could get really going. But it's a warning for the Defence Force. Now then, first things first, Rivers needs to hit his man, either Cornwall or Treloar, and he hasn't done that. It's been stolen at the front by Salter. Brilliantly done. Almost as important as his try, that one. And Cole will complete the curtains. Huge moment in the game there.
Massive defensive line out there. Great lift from the boys there.
But with 11 minutes to play as well, that's a crucial moment.
Going to need it again here.
It's not the first time they've done it this afternoon, to be fair. The second row pairing of Denise Blowers and Salter, they've been pretty good at stealing opposition line-out throws.
Yeah, very strong line-out.
Can Rivers go again? He goes longer this time to Treloar. Chance for Drew. Opportunity for the backs on the Pearson on the inside pass again. They've tried that move a number of times, and Pearson's proved a strong runner. Go wide, little short pass. Looking to go down the short side. Not much room there. Good tackle. And police putting on some concerted pressure, looking for a score to get back into this match. Any score now would make for a lively last 10 minutes. And Makula's lost it forward. And there's a chance for the Defence Force. Will they chance their arm from here? Cull decides to kick it, and he's kicked it over on the full. Nearly took the trophy out.
He wouldn't have heard the end of that one. Great clearance kick, though.
Thought for a moment that he was going to spread it wide. He had a couple of men outside him, but discretion the better part of valour on that occasion.
I think they're discussing whether it went taken back. But the ball was knocked into our 22, so he was inside there.
Well, you'd think.
I don't know why they brought it back.
It seems a bit... Well, it looks all right, didn't it? It looked like it was knocked on by Makula into the 22, so it should have been a line out close to halfway, but There we go. As it is, the police have it as the rain comes down into our faces. It's a bit of a drizzle. Pick of Vance looks to set his back line going. No real change they've had this afternoon. And the defence have been solid across the park. Every man has stood up to make the tackles when they've been counted. Another phase of possession. It's off towards Smith, and his driving run is halted. To recycle the ball, and the whistle goes again. Quick tap. Taken short, opportunity perhaps to go wide. Is this a chance for them? But the referee's going to bring them back. I would suggest that the next one might see a card.
Yeah, there's been a lot of penalties in that 22. The boys have got to be careful here.
Well,
I think there was an incorrect tap of the ball here. That's why we've got the scrum.
It's a bit of a let-off, isn't it? 8.5 minutes to play. Live on Bar TV Sports. Australian Defence Force leading the Australian Police 17-7 and close to retaining the Major General Ronald Grey Cup.
Looks like they've retained the penalty.
Well, they have. Pearson kicks to touch. Keeps the pressure on. It's been a bit like the first half, hasn't it? But all the action's been down this end of the field.
Yeah, it looks like it's changed around. Like they always say, it's a game of two halves.
Maybe it's a warm part of the pitch down there or something.
Seems like everyone wants to be down there.
Well, this is a chance if they can get them all going again. Moments ago they were close. And they've lost possession again. I think that was Salter once more, wasn't it? It's cleared only as far as the replacement Airy. Good chase to take Airy down. Treloar helps it into the path of the supporting runner. Smith takes it on again. Police have a bit of belief here that they can get back into this. And why not? Drew. Oh, it's a chance out wide. It's Pearson. He's got support on the inside from Luke Hansen, and he's over. It's a try for the replacements. And a big moment in the game. With 7 minutes to go, Luke Hansen scores. And Tom, we've got a game on now.
We definitely do. The boys are going to have to pick up here and really put in. Change of attack there, and the police just kept going. They've got away with a try there.
Well, Ben Pearson, this right winger from Queensland, he's looked a handful, hasn't he? Coming in either on this side or coming off his wing, going on the other side as well. Little angled runs, and he's causing all sorts of problems.
Yeah, he's been attacking well, running the ball, and he's had a lot of carries.
Well, he converted the first one. This one, a bit trickier for him, but the gap is 5. As I said, 6.5 minutes to go. Crucial kick in the context of the game as well. Can Pearson land this and bring the police right back into it? One of the standout performers on the park this afternoon, Ben Pearson, and created that try, but he's hooked this one across the face, but the gap is 5 points, and we're going to have a barnstorming finish.
Yeah, he was unlucky with that kick. Looked like he hooked it to the left.
Conversion unsuccessful. Australian Defence Force 17, Australian Police 12.
So from 17-0 looked like a fairly straightforward afternoon's work. It's now going to be something to hang on to for 5 or 6 minutes as well, and there's hope for the police.
Definite hope. The boys are going to have to lift here.
Treloar won it, taken forward by Jerem. Pick Evans, whistle goes, penalty to Defence Force. It's against the replacement Zach Jerem. And a chance for Mitchell Cull to send this right down to the corner. And probably just where Defence Force wants to be with the clock ticking down. Adam Maxwell's joined the fray for Blake Curran. Adam Maxwell in the helicopter ground crew in the army. And it's the police's turn to steal the line out. Pickavance tries to clear it, and the bounce is going to beat Setu. And it may have come off a blue hand, that. So it may well be a police throw. Let's see what they decide. And I think it is. They haven't made up their mind yet. Maybe it didn't. So William Halafia will throw in. 5-man line out. So 4 minutes to go. Tom, I'm going to put you on the spot, mate, and ask you for your best player on both teams.
Was that best player?
Both player for both sides. One for the Defence Force and one for the police.
I'd say the winger we were talking about previously.
Pearson?
Pearson's been unreal. He's been running the ball really well. I'd say for him. Defence Force I can't pick at the moment.
It's a tough one, isn't it? There's been
really tough.
Some really good performances from both sides, from a number of players across the park. Mitch Wakefield from New South Wales has come on. Joel Rivers has done his afternoon. Here's Cull. In midfield was Endicott Power. O'Brien. Kofe Vunawakalevu. Gets into his stride. Difficult to stop when he does. But he's knocked the ball forward, lost it in the tackle. Time running out, and what's been a, even though you're playing for the trophy, a trophy here, Tom, it's been a good occasion as well for two teams to get together and, you know, show what the Defence Force and the Australian Police aren't just about what they do in the day as well, but they've got some good quality rugby players in their ranks.
Yeah, it's always good to get out there and show the guys what we've got. This is my first outing seeing this, guys, so it's been good.
Well, hopefully next year you'll be on the park and not sat in the commentary box with ourselves.
Yeah, exactly. It looks a lot warmer out there, that's for sure.
It probably is. It's a good kick downfield. Nicely taken by a Holiday. He slips and then recovers to stab that kick forward. It bounces up off the hands of Pickavance, and he's kicked it straight into Holiday. It's a mistake, and Holiday will score. No one will stop him from there. Tyson Pickavance puts his head in his hand. You could see what he was trying to do at that stage of the game. It was worth an effort from the scrum half, and that's really unfortunate, isn't it? But credit to Zach Holiday, who's followed up well and finished this one off with the fourth try of the afternoon for the Defence Force.
Try to the Defence Force, number 15, Zach Holiday.
One of the more unusual tries you've seen, Tom?
Yeah, it was just unlucky. You could see what the police was trying to do there. Obviously just didn't get that kick high enough and straight into Zach's hands.
And with about 90 seconds or so of the match remaining, it is the killer blow. Takes the score out to 22 points to 12. And Cole will try and extend that with this conversion. He's managed to convert one of the 4 tries so far today. We're going to see Clark Chancellor for the last minute or so as well. And that's a good strike, that, from Cull. Beautiful kick straight through the middle from out here on the touchline. Wonderful conversion. It's now 24-12, and that's probably the game.
I hope you're right. I've relieved Mitch of his curse that I gave him in the first half, saying he's been kicking well. That was a great kick.
Well, based on that, you weren't lying, because that was a cracker. Absolutely beautiful kick from Mitchell Cull. Both sides ringing the changes for these final few moments. Been an entertaining afternoon here at Portsea Oval. Monroe sends the kick deep into Defence Force territory. And they should be able to see the remaining moments out. Penalty goes against Zach Jerem again, I think. As we, by my watch, move into stoppage time. That's about it, I would have thought. One last chance, perhaps, for the Defence Force to do something. Has not found touch. And Hansen can bring it back, and Munro is involved, and maybe there's something for the police to end the day with, but trying to keep the ball alive. It's the sun looking right into the sun over there on the halfway line. It's big Zach Jerem again. They could spin it to this near side. This is Hansen, the try scorer. Got the second police try of the day. Drew knocks that forwards. And a chance for the Defence Force perhaps with Kofi Vunawakalevu. Throws it to this near side. Here's a chance for Maxwell, but he's called him for the forward pass. And the scrum goes down. And still we play. Can't be too long to go. It's quite nice when the sun's out, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice when that's beaming down on us. Although I'm not sure how the camera would be going against it.
Yeah, probably can't see anything.
Just like my eyes can't.
Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it? I've got the cap pulled down. I'm just like kind of guessing what's happening right now.
That's it.
The police have the feed in the scrum though. Smith picks it up off the back. Drew comes to this near side. Munro is side down by Setu. Hartley is in there as well. Police are digging, trying to get this ball back. Plenty of shirts committed to this one. Has it been turned over? That's a penalty to the police. For a moment there I thought Defence Force had the ball. Indeed, Adam Maxwell came up with it. Referee's looking at his watch. I think his watch may have stopped. 43 on mine. Maybe one last chance. 1 minute to go, we're hearing. Getting plenty of messages from your fan club. Any shout outs you need to do?
There's a few of the boys listening and got their criticism. But it's
very easy to criticise.
Yeah, exactly.
Chance for Villa to throw in. It's turned over and just smashed up the park, where Hartley takes it infield. A good tackle as well.
Tackle by Justin there.
It was McGarity, was it, who made the tackle?
Yeah, it was.
Beautiful tackle.
Bit of push and shove.
Police looking to get the ball out, looking for some sort of finale as the time ticks away. One-handed pick-up and drive by Johnny Smith. Pick of Vance finds Drew. Still they go. Patient build up again. Jerem takes it into the tackle. Can they find a way through for what would be a consolation try at this stage? Pickavance is digging, comes to this near side. Stepping through is Hansen. Looks to get the offload, and they still keep it alive. Number 20 is Harley McDonnell from the Australian Border Force, and he takes it in, and it's been knocked on. And that is full time. There's a little bit of push and shove to end the game, but Tom, in the end, Defence Force take the honours, but a hard-fought match from both teams.
Yeah, very good. It's good to see the police come out and give us a good battle, and we got away with the win, so that's great.
Thanks for your company this afternoon, and thanks for your comments as well. We hope you recover from your injury and hope to see you out there next year taking part. I'll let you get off and enjoy the celebration as well. Thanks very much to Tom Bailey. Australian Defence Force winning by 4-2 in the end. Scores from Simeone Korfe Vunawakalevu, Zach Holliday, Carl Galloway and David Salter. A couple of tries from the Australian police from Andy McCullough and Luke Hanson, but it's the Australian Defence Force who, for the third year in a row, win the Major General Ronald Gray Cup. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it.